I want to tell you something that's going to sound wrong at first. The reason most people are broke isn't because they spend too much. It's not because they don't work hard enough. And it's definitely not because they're stupid. It's because nobody ever sat them down and explained how the actual game works. And while they were busy surviving, paying rent, paying back student loans, figuring out groceries, a quiet machine was running in the background. Taking a little here, taking a little there. Automatic. Silent, relentless. Most people never even noticed. Here's a number that should stop you cold. 7 out of 10 Americans are living paycheck to paycheck right now. 7. Picture your street. 10 houses. 7 of those families, maybe yours, maybe your neighbors, are one missed paycheck away from real trouble. And we're not talking about people who aren't trying. We're talking about people who are working full-time jobs, raising kids, doing everything society told them to do, and still, paycheck to paycheck. So what's actually going on here? We live in what I'd call an automatic economy now. And that phrase sounds harmless until you really think about it. Your phone, the one you're probably holding right now, is a money magnet. Every app on it, every notification, every limited time offer is designed by teams of very smart people whose only job is to separate you from your money, not once, permanently, on a subscription, monthly, for life, Netflix, the gym you haven't visited since January, the vitamin pack that shows up every month, the beauty box, the cloud storage, the premium version of the free app. Nobody sat down and decided to spend that money. It just happened, automatically. That's the machine, and it's running whether you're paying attention or not. Here's what's wild, though. That same machine, that same quiet, automatic, monthly pull, can work completely in reverse. And the people who figured that out? They're sitting on $1.4 million in their retirement accounts right now. Let me tell you about those people for a second. Fidelity, one of the biggest financial companies in the world, just counted them. 565,000 ordinary Americans who are now 401k millionaires. Average age, 59. Average balance, $1.4 million. Were they rich to begin with? No. Were they financial geniuses? No. Did they pick the right stocks or time the market perfectly? They did not. Here's all they did. They saved 14% of their income, automatically, every paycheck. For 26 years, they invested it in boring, diversified funds, and then they left it alone. That's the whole story. That's the big secret. They spent 86 cents of every dollar they made, and the other 14 cents quietly turned into $1 million while they were busy living their lives. Now I know what you're thinking. 14%? I can barely make rent. And that's fair. So let's talk about the math in a way that actually makes sense. 1 hour. That's it. If you work a regular 9-to-5 job, the money you earn in that first hour of every workday, that's 12.5% of your income. That's the number. 1 hour a day of your own labor redirected to yourself instead of the IRS. Because here's the part that changes everything. When you put that money into a 401k before taxes, you don't pay tax on it. So if you make $100 today, you pull out $12 for your future self, and you're only taxed on the $88 that's left. That $12 grows, tax-free, for decades. The government literally built this into the law 40 years ago. Most people just never used it. And if you can't do 12% yet, start with 1%. You will not notice it, I promise you. Do it for 2 months and then bump it to 2. Then 3. By the end of the year, you're at 12 and you never felt a thing, because your brain adjusts. You know this is true. Think about the last time your boss told you they needed to cut pay by 10% temporarily. Most people stayed. They adjusted. They figured it out. You'll do the same thing for yourself if you just start. Now here's the part that genuinely hurts to hear. There's one mistake, one single mistake, that costs the average person $300,000 in retirement, and it doesn't involve bad investments or market crashes. It happens when you switch jobs. You were saving 14%. You move to a new company. They auto-enroll you at 3%. You never log in to change it. And that gap, 11%, compounding quietly for 20 years, disappears. $300,000. Gone. Not to a market crash, not to bad luck, just to not checking a box. Go check your account after you finish reading this. Seriously. Let's talk about getting out of debt, because for a lot of people, that comes first. Here's the system. Take every credit card you have. Write down the balance on each one. Start paying off the smallest balance first. Not the highest interest rate, the smallest balance. Because every card you eliminate is one less trap, one less late fee, one less company attached to your paycheck. Cross it off. Move to the next one. Keep going. And stop taking store credit cards. That 10% discount they offer you at checkout? The interest rate on that card will be 30% within a year. They are not doing you a favor. Walk away. Here's the bigger picture. In this country, there are two escalators to wealth: real estate and stocks. Everything, the tax code, the laws, the incentives, is designed to push those two things higher. That's not a conspiracy. It's just the architecture of the system. If you're on one of those escalators, you rise. If you're not, you watch from the ground while prices go up and your paycheck stays the same. The brutal and beautiful truth is that getting on has never been easier. You can own a piece of 3,600 American companies today for almost nothing. One index fund, one click, no expertise required. The playing field got democratized, the tool is sitting right there. Most people just don't know to pick it up. You don't need more income. You don't need a financial advisor yet. You don't need to understand the stock market. You need one decision. Today. Before you close this tab or put down your phone, decide that your money is going to start working for you. Even if it's $5, even if it's 1%, even if it feels embarrassingly small, because the people with $1.4 million in the bank didn't start there. They started exactly where you are right now. The only difference is, they started. So the real question isn't whether you can afford to invest. It's whether you can afford to keep waiting.